My question is that how HIV enters the human body and how does it affect the body? This is the question now. Tell me how you will write the answer. Barbie, the question. You got the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then answer.
First,
राज आपने तो सब मिस कर दिया है. राज you there, राज? अभी भी राज नहीं बोले. Raj, your mic is not working. Okay, Barbie, continue.
ma'am, first it infect the host cell.
Can you switch on your camera also, Barbie? Can you switch on your camera also?
Ma'am, my webcam is not working properly.
Video is paused, it is showing. I don't know what happened. Say. Okay, Barbie, what you are saying? Jaldi bolo na, today we have to complete the cancer topic, children. Okay,
Ma'am,
our target is cancer today. Huh?
it infects the host cell. Then it injects the RNA into the
Huh?
host cell. Then reverse transcription takes place.
Okay, now my question was, wait. My question was that how HIV enters the human body. So, then how you should say the sentence?
First,
पानी फिर
HIV.
कैसे स्टार्ट करना चाहिए? अगर जनरल बोला कि HIV की साइकिल बताओ तो आप the way you are saying it will be okay. But my question is how HIV enters the human body. So then how you will start?
By the sexual transmission or by the syringe, used syringe, the HIV positive
Okay,
infected
that is
person to the
done.
healthy
It is
person.
entering. Okay, then further now how what will happen? How it will affect the body and what how it will multiply. That all will come. Neha, can you say what sentence will be the beginning sentence?
HIV enters the human body by binding with the plasma membrane of the host cell, and then
What
it
is that host cell? That only I want to know.
macrophage.
What is that host cell? I want to वही बोलना है. Okay, that after entering into the body, the HIV will bind with the macrophages. Bind with the
Macrophages.
Barbie. Barbie, you understood na? Those are all the different means by which it is entering. Now, once it enters into the body, you will find that it will reach which cells? Which cells?
Macrophage cells.
Shravani, which cell? Macrophages.
Macrophages.
Shravani,
Macrophages, ma'am.
macrophage. Okay, so now this HIV will bind with the plasma membrane of the macrophages and then book the whole story, then you will say. Now, Barbie, continue with the story. The story of HIV in our body. The whole
And
journey you have to explain.
then the
Uh,
HIV virus will enter the macrophages and it
uh,
infects the host cell. Then it injects
it will
the
not enter into the macrophages. Sentence बिल्कुल गलत बोल दिया कि it enters to the macrophages. No, it will. Continue.
it will infect the host cell.
तो host cell क्या है?
Macrophage.
Now how it will infect it? Would the same it will be there.
And then it
Continue.
inject
What?
the RNA into the host cell. Then reverse transcription takes
Okay.
place.
Okay.
Then Now the viral DNA will form and it will bind with the or
What is the
incorporate
name
with
of
the
the
host
enzyme?
DNA.
What is the name of the enzyme which will be needed for this reverse transcription?
Reverse transcriptase.
So you have to say everything. You can't miss. I will keep cutting the marks then at each step. So say the whole thing. What you will. You don't have to miss even a single thing. चलिए आगे बढ़िए अब क्या होगा?
Then the DNA will form, the viral DNA will form. It
हाँ.
will it will bind with the host DNA. Then uh,
Okay.
replication will take place.
हाँ.
Then
Then.
transcription will take place. That is DNA into DNA will uh, form mRNA.
Okay.
Then translation will take place. Then mRNA will uh, formed into proteins.
हाँ. Then. Now see
Then
certain things are missing बाकी. And conclusion part बताना तो what will happen then?
then it come out of the cells and go to the
What will come out of
ribosome.
the cell? What will come out of the cell? Cell you are saying. What will come out of the cell?
Then DNA.
DNA will come out of the cell.
No, mRNA.
mRNA will come out of the cell. Who will correct? जल्दी से देखो करेक्शन करते जाया करो एक दूसरे का.
Nucleus.
हाँ. Okay. Runisha want to say something. यहाँ कहाँ पर
मैम
गड़बड़ हो
न्यूक्लियस
रहा है? So the DNA is making the mRNA means the transcription will occur there. So what will come out of the nucleus there? What you have to say? जल्दी बोलो इतना टाइम लगाएंगे क्या आप कल का ही कंप्लीट रिवीजन करने में?
मैम
Shravani,
वायरल
what
आरएनए.
you have to specify there children na, that viral RNA will come out. Okay, and then now what will happen further? बार भी अब क्या होगा? वायरल आरएनए बाहर आया है. बाहर किसके आया है? न्यूक्लियस के बाहर आया. अच्छा, then what will happen?
Then
बार
it
भी
go,
कंटिन्यू.
then it will go to the ribosome.
हाँ.
Then it
Then
guide it to make its own protein.
हाँ.
That's where the whole.
Okay. Then what will happen after that? अगर प्रोटीन सारे बन गए, वायरस के प्रोटीन्स बन गए, then what will happen? रुमिशा.
मैम द सेल विल रप्चर.
अच्छा, बस रप्चर हो गया, खत्म. उसके पहले एक चीज तो बतानी पड़ेगी ना. क्या बोलना होगा श्रावणी?
Ma'am, new viruses are formed and they will affect the other
हाँ,
cells.
viruses will be formed. This is very important. प्रोटीन बन गया तो वो सब असेंबल होकर न्यू वायरस पार्टिकल्स विल बी फॉर्म. Large number of the new virus particles will be formed or viruses will be formed inside that macrophages. बार बार वो बात को बताओ क्योंकि एग्जामिनर को क्लियर होना चाहिए कि ये सारा प्रोसेस कहाँ चल रहा है. So inside the macrophages, this hold of many RNA, many virus particles or the new viruses will be formed, and then only the last step will occur. And what is that last step? Devanshi. What will happen when large number of viruses will be formed inside it? The HIV viruses will be formed. देखो बार बार बताते
Ma'am,
जाओ कि large number of the HIV viruses will be formed or the retroviruses will be formed. Then देवांशी इतने जल्दी जल्दी
ma'am,
माइक क्यों बंद कर?
the cell will rupture and it will go to the all cells of the body and infect the immune system of the body.
It means what? What you mean to say?
HIV virus,
The HIV viruses will come out of that and then they will be infecting
all the body parts or the cells
all.
of the body.
नहीं,
If
T
immune
यहाँ correct.
system,
lymphocytes.
immune system.
इम्यून सिस्टम बस बोल दोगे, इतना तो बताया था सारा, आप लोग कुछ नहीं, मीन्स यू हैव नॉट read the textbook because it was
Ma'am,
given
they will
very
enter
clearly in
to
the
the lymphocytes. T
बस
lymphocytes.
lymphocyte, बस T lymphocytes, उसके आगे और कुछ adjective?
In blood, then they attack to the helper T lymphocytes, and then they will destroy the immune system and make
हाँ,
it weaker and weaker.
हाँ, right. So you have to say. See, first of all, ये देखो बिल्कुल clear रखो. I have explained you that how what will happen inside the host cell. मतलब host cell is the macrophages. Inside the macrophages, what will happen? That you have understood. First the reverse transcription. I'm repeating again. Raj, आप नहीं थे class में, अच्छे से समझ लो. And try to understand what is going on here. The revision in the class. Okay, it's a very important thing that HIV, first it will, as it enters into the body, it will reach the macrophages, it will bind with the macrophages, it will inject the RNA inside it. That RNA will be converted into DNA by the process called, jaldi jaldi bolo re Ritu, by the process called, quick. Ritu is not there in the class. I want you all to learn it, children, here itself. ओके, डोंट जस्ट थिंक दैट बस क्लास में आए गए हो गया काम खत्म. नो, ओके, वी डोंट वांट दैट वे. रितु जल्दी जल्दी बोलो, देन ओनली आई स्टार्ट विद द कैंसर. This much everyone has to learn. What will happen then after that once the RNA, virus RNA enters into the macrophages? Rumisha.
Ma'am, it will bind with macrophages and will inject RNA and will the RNA will be converted into DNA.
होल थिंग उसके आगे उसमें कैसे होगा ये कन्वर्जन?
Due to the presence of due to presence of enzyme reverse transcriptase, the process is known as
हाँ, by
reverse
the,
transcription.
हाँ, by the process of reverse transcription. Okay, now what will happen? Now quick,
Then
now next.
the viral DNA will bind with the DNA of the host cell
हाँ,
and will
okay.
incorporate the genome.
Will incorporate with the genome. That binding is only the incorporation. Then
When the viral DNA that is produced, the new viral
uh,
DNA that is produced will bind with the old DNA and will form that replication will takes place.
hmm,
Then after replication, transcription will takes place and then translation will takes place. And
there itself, everything going on inside the nucleus.
no, ma'am, the RNA that are produced in the process of transcription will come out of the nucleus and will go to the ribosomes of the host cell, and from there they will produce
Which
the
RNA? Which RNA?
messenger RNA, mRNA,
So which mRNA?
viral mRNA.
Okay. Then
Viral
now
mRNA will go to the ribosomes, and from there the translation will take place, and the viral
uh,
proteins will be formed,
uh,
and the new viruses are produced, and new viruses will affect all other cells.
affect कैसे? अभी तो बाहर ही नहीं आया, पहले बाहर तो लाओ.
The host cell will rupture and the HIV will come out, and those viruses will affect all the other cells like T lymphocytes.
Which
First,
other?
ma'am, T
No, first
lymphocytes.
first the other macrophages.
First, the other
First,
macrophages they will attack, and then they
then
will
the
enter
body
into the
increases. Number will increase. Then they will be infecting the
helper T lymphocytes.
and then
All the same process will takes place, and the
they will
and
keep
the
on destroying them. They'll destroy them. ओके, मल्टीप्लिकेशन कहाँ हो रहा है? देखो ये ना शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस में आएगा तो फिर गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. Where the multiplication of the viruses taking place, retrovirus, HIV,
macrophages.
macrophages. So multiplication will occur there. Okay, so this macrophages are called what? What name is given to the macrophages?
HIV factory.
HIV factory. Okay, then after that, when large number will be formed, so then they will start attacking the,
T
they will
lymphocytes.
reach the,
Helper T lymphocytes.
they will will reach the blood now. Okay, and they will start attacking the helper T lymphocytes and they'll be destroying there. And gradually, what you'll find, the immune system will become
weaker and weaker.
weaker and weaker. Okay, so I hope you have understood. This way you will have to explain the whole thing. सिर्फ उतना जितना अपन डायग्राम डिस्कस कर रहे थे उतना काफी नहीं रहेगा. Human body में where it is going, what it is doing, then where further it is moving, how the immune system is getting impaired in this HIV, that all you have to explain. Okay, and this HIV can be detected by which test? By which test?
ELISA test.
Elisa.
ELISA. By ELISA test. Okay, so everyone has learned this much. Shall we move ahead now?
Yes,
Yes
ma'am.
or no? Okay, all of you all will prepare now. Now, means of transmission of AIDS and how you can prevent the AIDS. That topic we are not discussing. That we have done in the other classes also. So you will be doing it yourself. Okay, so now I am presenting my screen. You write down quickly in your notebook. That is cancer. Write down cancer. What you all know about the cancer, children? Can anyone tell what is cancer? Something about it, whatever knowledge you have. Anyone? No one will say. What happens actually in cancer? कुछ सिंपल थोड़ा भी पता हो आपको तो कैंसर में क्या बनता है, क्या होता है?
Ma'am, tumors are formed due to repeated cell
Yes.
division.
Okay, so this must everyone know that tumors are formed. So now see, we have to understand what is the cause of the cancer, what are these tumors, why these tumors are formed, and how the cancer can be diagnosed or detected. What are the diagnostic techniques? That all you have to study this year. Is it clear? So now cancer, you can write down, children, that it is caused due to the uncontrolled cell division. It is caused due to it is caused due to uncontrolled cell division. Due to uncontrolled cell division. Now, why this uncontrolled cell division starts in the body? That you have to understand. Now, remember, children, we have this, our body is having a mechanism which you call it as the contact inhibition. Contact inhibition. The human body is having the mechanism, a very important property that is known as the contact inhibition. Now, what is the meaning of this contact inhibition? That in the presence of or in contact with the other cells, if large number of cells or sufficient number of the cells are formed, children, so then when the cells will come in contact with the other cells, so then the other cells division will be inhibited. Are you getting what I am saying? Contact inhibition. When the cells will come in contact with the other cells, so then that cell's cell division process will be inhibited. So when in the body large number of cells are already there, so then the cells will be prohibited or inhibited from dividing further. So then there will be no large number of cell formation at any particular site. Is it very clear to you what is the meaning of contact inhibition? Yes or no? बोलते जाइए.
Yes, ma'am.
All have understood? Now, so this is a normal mechanism which which the body, human body is having. But sometimes this contact inhibition, the property is lost. The contact inhibition property of the cells is lost. And that is the reason when uncontrolled cell division will occur. And when at a particular site, when uncontrolled cell division occurs, so it results in the formation of what?
Tumors.
Uh, and results in the formation of tumor. Is it clear to everyone? Results in the formation of tumors. But normally, why these tumors are not formed? Why normally it is not formed? Okay, na? That just now so I told.
Contact
Why?
inhibition.
Because the cells have the property of contact inhibition. You can write down. It is the property of the cells. It's very important, children. It is the property of cells to stop the cell division. To stop the cell division in contact with other cells, or when they come in contact with other cells. Is it clear? Contact inhibition is the property of the cells to stop the cell division when they come in contact with other cells. But when this property will be lost, so then uncontrolled cell division will occur, and it will result in the formation of large number of cells at a particular site, and that will result in the formation of tumors. Now there are two types of tumors, children. What are those two types of tumors? Do you all know? Types of tumors. So one is the benign tumors. Okay, benign tumors. And the other one, malignant tumors. Okay, benign tumors and malignant tumors. So two types of tumors are formed in the body, the malignant tumors and the benign tumors. Now, benign tumors are those tumors, children. So, many people are having the tumors or the lumps at different places in the body, but they are not the cancer. Okay, they are not the cancerous tumors. Why? Because they are known as benign tumors. They remain, that is, the cells remain confined to a particular site. They remain confined to a particular site or the restricted site. Is it clear? वो मतलब बॉडी में कहीं फैलेंगे नहीं, उसके सेल्स प्रोलिफरेट नहीं होंगे और बॉडी में कहीं नहीं फैलेंगे. लेकिन malignant tumors, remember children, they have the property of metastasis. The malignant tumors have a very important property, that is metastasis. Metastasis is the property that is the cells of these tumors, they proliferate, they separate, and they migrate and move to the other sites. And there also they will cause the other cells to lose the property of contact inhibition. Are you getting what I'm saying? What did I say? Devanshi. You understood what
Yeah.
I said, metastasis?
Yes, ma'am.
Say Devanshi.
Malignant tumors, they are a mass of proliferating cells. They
Huh?
actively divide and grow to the normal cells also.
Okay, then what is metastasis? What is metastasis now? Shravani, can you answer what is metastasis?
No, ma'am.
Shravani, Neha,
Ma'am, metastasis is the property in which tumor cells proliferate, separate, and migrate to other areas and affect the contact inhibition of those areas. And in that areas also, cells starts multiplying rapidly.
the cells will start multiplying fast. Okay, so there also the tumors will be formed. So I'm repeating, children, those who have not understood अच्छे से समझ लो. ट्यूमर्स तो एक प्लेस में अनकंट्रोल्ड सेल डिवीजन के कारण बनते हैं. तो देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ सेल. और क्यों अनकंट्रोल्ड सेल डिवीजन होता है? क्योंकि उधर के सेल्स का कॉन्टैक्ट इनहिबिशन का प्रॉपर्टी खत्म हो जाती है. Is it clear? So the cells start dividing very fast at a particular site, and then they form a lump of cells or a mass of cells, and that is only known as the tumor. Now, in some tumors, what happens? उस tumor के cells ना proliferate होके separate होके अलग अलग sites पर पहुंच जाते हैं. This property is only known as metastasis. Metastasis, so you can write down, is the proliferation of tumor cells. Proliferation of, I'm just writing, okay, tumor cells and moving to other sites or other parts of the body. Now, when these cells of the tumors will reach those other places in the human body, so what they will do? Make the other cells, what they'll do? What they do? वो सेल्स जाके दूसरे सेल्स को क्या करेंगे? Just now Neha said, Shavni, what will happen then? When these tumor cells, the malignant tumor cells will move to the other places, other organs of the body. So then what will happen there?
Ma'am, they destroy the contact inhibition.
They will destroy the property of contact inhibition. Make the other cells lose the property of contact inhibition. इसके वजह से क्या होने लगेगा फिर? What will happen due to this?
Ma'am, rapid cell division.
Okay, which will result in rapid cell division and new tumors formed. Is it clear? New tumors are formed. Understood everyone this much? Yes or no? Now
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I want Rumisha to explain what happens in cancer. Quick now, Rumisha.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
Ma'am, cancer is caused due to uncontrolled cell division, which results in the formation of tumors.
Okay,
Then it is tumors are of two types:
okay.
uh, billing tumor and malignant tumors.
Benign.
Benign tumors and malignant tumors.
Huh.
Benign tumors are those tumors which remain confined to a particular site and causes a little harm to our body.
हाँ, or it will not cause harm. They will be remaining in that region. वो mass of cells ना पूरे life रह जाएगा उसी जगह तो, but it will not cause any harm. Okay, then
Whereas
so they are not
malignant
dangerous. Okay, हाँ,
Malignant tumors shows property of metastasis in which the tumor cells proliferate and move to other parts of the cell, human body.
हाँ,
When these tumor cells will reach to other cells of the body, they will destroy the property of contact inhibition. It will result in rapid cell division and new tumors will be formed.
right. Okay, so very good. Understood very nicely. Now, how many students have understood? You have to switch on the mic and say yes or no.
Yes,
Ritu,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ritu, Ritu, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is metastasis? बोल दो जल्दी से.
Ma'am, it is the property of proliferation of tumor cells and moving to the other sites in human body. Uh,
Okay. And when they'll move to those other sides of the human body, so what they will do?
Ma'am, they will make the other cells lose the property of contact inhibition, and which will result
Inhibition?
in rapid cell
Wait,
division
wait, wait.
and form of.
What is the property? Wait, wait. What is that property? Say it again.
Ma'am, contact inhibition.
Contact inhibition. Okay. Now, Raj, tell me what is contact inhibition? Raj, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
जल्दी बोल दो हाँ. What is contact inhibition?
Ma'am, it is the property of cells to stop cell division.
To stop the cell division. ठीक है. Okay. Now one more term you write down, children. Neoplastic cells. तो जो सेल्स यहाँ से प्रोलिफरेट होके अलग जगह जा रहे हैं, you are calling them as the neoplastic cells. Write down the other term. Okay. So you find that these neoplastic cells will make the other cells lose the property of contact inhibition. Is it clear? Now, what is the cause of cancer? Write it quickly. The cause of cancer. So, why the cancer is caused? Do you all know? Why the cancer is caused? Anyone? जनरल कॉजेज क्या है? नॉर्मल में सुनते रहते हैं ना, आपकी कैंसर इससे होता है, उससे होता है, दैट वे. व्हाट ऑल मे बी द कॉज ऑफ द कैंसर? देवांशी.
Ma'am, UV rays, intake of tobacco, smoking.
Very good. Okay. Anyone else now? So, what do these tobacco consumption and the UV rays do? ये क्या करते हैं बॉडी में जाके? हाँ देवांशी, ये क्या करते होंगे तो हो जाता है? अब अभी तो अपन ने पढ़ लिया. यू कैन से रोमिशा. What these chemicals will do or radiations will do.
Now I don't know.
Why the tumors are formed? You know, just now you were discussing that to me, that why the tumors will be formed. Acha, give me the answer why the tumors are formed. Rumisha.
Due to uncontrolled cell division.
Okay, why the uncontrolled cell division occurs?
Due
Due to
to
loss
loss
of
of contracting
contact
contract
inhibition.
inhibition.
हाँ बस तो फिर ये यूवी रेज और वो क्या करते होंगे?
They transform the normal cells into new plastic cells.
हाँ, they'll make those cells neoplastic cells. जैसे क्या neoplastic cells क्या करते हैं?
They make the other cells lose the property of contact inhibition.
हाँ, they make the other cells lose the property of contact inhibition. मतलब ये सारे radiations जो harmful radiations हैं or the tobacco, these all are making the cells lose the property of contact inhibition or destroying the property of contact inhibition. इसलिए tumors बनने लगते हैं. Is it very clear? Yes or no? Barbie. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I leave it to you. You will prepare this whole thing, the cancer topic, and I will be asking the questions next time. And you will be explaining from the textbook, you will read it and you will explain the cause of cancer and the different diagnostic techniques. Okay? Each and every student will read from the textbook and you will be explaining the methods of diagnosing the cancer. Raj सुन लिया? Raj, Raj is not there.
Yes, ma'am.
I am seeing 9 students here. How 9? I'm stopping the sharing children now. How 9 visible here?
मैम वो आपका स्क्रीन शेयर का ऐड हो गया था.
अच्छा अच्छा. Okay.
Ma'am,
So, हाँ नेहा say.
ma'am, will you give us the remaining practicals because from 28 hours summer vacation will be starting, so we can do them.
Okay. So what we'll do, that is tomorrow we will have the class. So tomorrow you keep your lab manual ready. I'll tell you about the section B also. Is that
Yes,
good?
ma'am.
You can note down what to do and then in the summer vacation finish up everything. Okay, the whole file you finish and the whole project rough write up. And then you can send the rough write up by Saturday, remember. Okay, जिसमें हम चेक करके संडे को आपको बता देंगे कि now it is all okay. Done?
मैम कैन यू
And
गिव मी द सिनॉप्सिस ऑफ माय टॉपिक.
synopsis. Okay, your topic is which one? The
मैम आर
fingerprint.
फिंगरप्रिंट्स हेरिडिटरी.
Okay, तो write down. देखो टॉपिक का नाम क्या रखते हो पहले तो ये बता दो.
Ma'am, actually, I saw two topics of the same. It
हाँ,
was whether the family hereditary, like fingerprints are hereditary or are fingerprints hereditary. So, which should I?
no, you write down the aim to study the inheritance of the fingerprints. Write down. To study the inheritance of the fingerprint patterns in human beings. That will be the aim.
Yes, ma'am.
Written.
Yes,
तो
ma'am.
अब क्या करना पड़ेगा आपको? You will see in your family what is the design or the pattern of the fingerprints, all the 10 fingerprints in your father's hands, then mother's fingers you see, then you see in your fingers, then your sister's fingers, that way. Okay, then you try to, if it is possible, grandfather, grandmother. Are you getting?
Yes.
Shravani, is
Yes,
it
ma'am.
possible?
Yes, ma'am. It is
Is it?
possible.
Okay. So you will do that, and then you take the fingerprints of that with the ink and all on the good A4 size papers and then label it. ओके, लेंगे तो बहुत फेयर होना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं कि बार बार नहीं लेना है आपको, एक बार अच्छे से लेना है. एंड दोज पेजेस यू हैव टू अटैच इट विथ योर इन दैट रिपोर्ट. आपका
Ma'am,
काम ना.
should
हाँ,
I
अभी
take the
तो
full hand or just the fingers of five fingers?
only the fingerprints. हाँ, only
Okay,
this way
ma'am.
the fingerprints. Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
getting ना? तो बस ये
हाँ.
टिप्स टिप्स पे आना चाहिए. तो इधर पर
Yes,
ही
ma'am.
इंक लगा के इनके प्रिंट्स लेने हैं आपको. फॉलो ना. तो जितना भी
Yes, ma'am.
लेंगे तो दोनों हाथ का लेना है. तो वो पेपर पे आप ध्यान से उनसे लगवाना. अगर एक पेज पे एक हो जाता है तो ठीक है, इफ दे आर एबल टू डू प्रॉपर्ली, तो यू विल फाइंड दैट इट विल बी डन. ओके, दो हाथ का एक साथ हो जाएगा. आर यू गेटिंग दैट?
Yes.
So there's
हाँ.
one
Yes, ma'am.
person, then the second person, that way. And then you try to compare. अपने फैमिली में सबसे पहले कर लो कि आपके ग्रैंडफादर और मदर का कैसा था, फिर पापा को कैसा मिला, फिर पापा से आप लोगों में कैसा ट्रांसफर हुआ पैटर्न इन ऑल द 10 fingers. Are you
Yes,
getting?
ma'am.
So
Yes,
first
ma'am.
you have to study the finger print patterns. Types of fingerprint patterns you have to study. फिर बाद में
Okay, ma'am.
उनमें ऑब्जर्व करते कैसा हो रहा है. So it's a very interesting, and then you tell that whether it is hereditary or not. So at the end, then you draw the conclusion. Okay,
Okay,
अब
ma'am.
लिख लो जल्दी. First point will be introduction. Okay, second write down
Yes, ma'am.
fingerprint. Second point will be fingerprint. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
then you write down fingerprint patterns. Fingerprint patterns. So in the net you search, you'll get different patterns
Okay.
are there. Okay. Then
Yes,
after
ma'am.
that, next write down inheritance of fingerprints. Inheritance of fingerprints.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Genetic basis of fingerprints. Genetic basis of fingerprints.
Yes, ma'am.
Done.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
all.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then after that, we write down importance. Importance or applications. तो हम लोग फिंगरप्रिंट्स किस किस काम में यूज करते हैं. यू आर नो टू फाइंड द कल्प्रिट आल्सो वी आर यूजिंग दिस फिंगरप्रिंट्स.
Yes,
फॉरेंसिक
ma'am.
साइंस तो पूरा है. ओके, सो इट्स प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. सो ऑल दैट यू ऐड अप देयर.
Okay, ma'am.
ओके, इस इंपॉर्टेंस में जो उसका रोल है, फिंगरप्रिंट का क्या यूजेस है, देयर यू ऐड अप ऑल दिस. सो
Okay,
दैट्स
ma'am.
ऑल. इतना लिख के करना.
Yes, ma'am.
आपका मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड कुछ नहीं होगा. Okay, and procedure will be that you are going to the people, you are putting the ink, and then you are taking the fingerprint. That is only your procedure. Okay, so you will
Okay.
finish up everything from us. तो आपको क्या करना है? There's nothing. लेते भी हो तो you can keep on sending me those pics in the WhatsApp. Okay, and
Yes,
then you
ma'am.
can be in contact and then finish up the work.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I can also do the same. Okay, because you are going all other places, you take up the pics and then you can WhatsApp Neha, the canopy. Okay, Neha.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
now you do it that way. So Shravani's work over. Now only who is remaining? Ritu and Barbie and Raj. Three students are remaining. Rumisha, what is going on? Yes or no, Rumisha?
I'm not yet started because I'm not well.
What happened?
Ma'am, cold.
Arey, take care of the cough cold. Okay. And you are not eating also, no? That's why.
हाँ मैम
Isn't
मे
it?
बी.
हाँ, तो थोड़ा ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. जब मॉर्निंग और इवनिंग डिनर ले रहे हो तो उस समय थोड़ा ध्यान से ले लो. ओके, समथिंग सो दैट गेट्स क्योर्ड क्विकली. एंड दैट वो भाप लेने वाला काम करो. दैट इज वेरी इफेक्टिव. ओके,
यस मैम.
डोंट लीव दैट. ओके, 3 times in a day you do that. ओके, सो फ्रॉम टुडे ओनली यू स्टार्ट दैट. थोड़ा सा उसमें अदरक डाल के या तुलसी पत्ती डाल के something. Okay, that will, या तो विक्स डाल के आप कर लो. So that will cure it quickly. So now Shanti part. Raj will do the Shanti part today. चलो 51 हो गया. You have the other class also ना. Come on Raj, quick. Let me switch off the recording.